Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P-Funk. Thinking right out here in my lab. Somebody gonna get offended today. I'm about to pull the two-trigger bot gun out, tell you it's truth-telling time about our unteachables. How did they become that? Take responsibility. That's right. A lot of people don't want to do that. So you know how I do. I'm loaded. That's right. Writers, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. All my stories have a message in them. I give messages in life for life lessons. You tuning in to receive them, I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Here's another one. Let's rock. Right thinking mission, and I'm on it, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal to reach a spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. Our mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. You see where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I ask, do you know you? You will when I'm through. Yeah, that's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do. For you, I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. Hey, to my eye, be true. Right thinkers, PSA for all my parents. This is directly at y'all. Okay. Why are the unteachables so unteachable? How'd that happen? I was teachable. I taught my son to be teachable. My grandson seemed to be, what I see, teachable. So let's talk about the unteachable, because I don't have that. That's not a family tradition for me. As a teacher of life lessons, okay, not a whole bunch, no, life lessons. Everyone believes, most young people, you can't teach them. Why? Because they believe they know everything about life that they have yet to live. When you're young, you look to your elders for what? Advice. In what? Life. You go to school to get education. But at the household, charity starts at home. Giving somebody something they need, that's the parents' job. And the brothers and sisters to keep it going. My grandkids, from the oldest to the youngest, no, pop ain't no joke. Okay? So don't mess with me. I'm a disciplinarian. I ain't the one. I don't take crap for no kids. If I can't whoop it, I can't watch it. Because if I'm watching it and it get out of line, I'm going to whoop it. So that's what and I'm going to get this to you one time. We drop the respect of our elders, listening to our elders, meaning our grands. I had a great-great-grandmother that I listened to. Loved her because she was just nice. Just nice. I remember, all I know about my great-grandmother, she was nice and she had long white braids, Cherokee, Indian, quilts. She had Nick Brickenbacker and she loved turquoise. I wonder why I like light blue. I got that from my great-great-grandmother. Again, stuff that you admire by people, you adopt it. That's what I did. So a few things I got from somewhere. I got it from somebody. Okay. But I'm saying we really dropped the ball as parents when the next generation, whatever y'all call them, everybody want name generation. Generation, whoever y'all are behind me, drop the ball. Why? Your kids are off the hook. Why? No discipline. No putting them in position to what? To learn what somebody's telling them. What? They better do it themselves. That never ends well. I grew up in a time where what? My great-great-grandmother, she lived to be, 90 years old. I remember at her birthday, 88-year birthday, we all gathered with the family. That's my family tree. I love that picture because I was a little kid. But I was still around my great-great-grandmother. I lived with them. Okay, they raised me. So I've been around strong black women all my life. So I got nothing but respect for the women. But I can't say I got older men. Moving on. Different dynamic there. But in the proof is women live longer. What? Less stress. Men cause themselves stress and heart attack. All right. But in our house, education, you can get at school. Yeah. Teacher AB. Oh, yeah, you can get that. But in the house, life lessons is what we got. And that's what you send your kids out to the world with. Understanding how to conduct themselves. All I heard from my son, and anybody who watched him, he's so well-mannered. He better be. That's reflection to me. Again, at one time, our children represented us. Don't make me look bad, okay? But if you don't put them in position to do what you teach them to do at home, I see, get back to that, I'm make personal. I hate to see kids wild out in public. That shit freaks me out. Why? You ain't teach them at home. That's why. Because if they do it at home, they're going to do nothing different outside. They look like they surprised when the kids wild out. In my day, you be getting your ass whooped right there in front of everybody. Oh, that's not, no. But if you did your job at home, you wouldn't have that problem. I never had to chastise my child out in public. Do that at home. That's where we dropped the ball at. Right there. A 14, 13, 14-year-old kid, 8, just walking in the way. You crazy. They start feeling themselves. We call it smelling themselves, whatever. But you ain't running nothing here. My mother told me, nigga, all that nonsense you doing, that's your friends. That ain't going here. That ain't flying here. I say be here a certain time. You better be here a certain time. All that, you in the papers, you the star quarterback. She didn't give a damn about none of that. Thank you, Mom. Why? It kept me humble at home. You ain't nobody. When I found God, she said, you ain't the first one to find God either. Shut up and stop wild now. Love that lady. But we got all our lessons at home. And again, if you want to know what I think about these unteachable, how much time you got? But let me just let you know right now. I know why. I'm going to tell you right now. A lot of people ain't going to like it. I don't give a damn. But it's the truth. So when I'm lying, let me know. I was taught to know your place. Kids don't have a clue what that means. If two grown people talking, you walk up and interrupt, know your place. You can't do that now. So they ain't even, they just come and talk like they grown. Are you kidding me? We was meant to be seen and not heard. We know you there. Stay in. Again, this was stuff that was natural. This is how we was taught at home. When I see two grown folks talking, I'm a kid. I know better what not to interrupt. I know my place. A child and know what your place as an adult. So I conduct myself continually like that. What you get them early in life will go with them through life. I got my morals. I got my ethics code from my mom early in life. And again, she held me accountable to what? Live up to them. No, not just no, you better show them difference. All right, I'm from that school. And back in my youth, we had rules, house rules. And they was followed or you paid the price. What you mean? You got whooping. Y'all don't even know what that is now. Y'all think whooping your kid, disciplining your kid means you don't love him. I whoop my son's ass. I love him to death and told him, my man, we don't keep doing this. Why? Because it's going to hurt me too. Why? I hurt that I can put my hands on you and put this belt to your butt because you put me in a position to do that. And as your father, I have to do that. Why? You need to stop doing what you're doing wrong. Simple. You just can't. When you reward them for doing good, and as you should, but when you don't punish them for not doing good, that sets a bad precedent. And they think it's okay. That's where the problem lies, right there. Moving on. So I got the answer. All we got to do is implement it. Whoop their ass. Excuse me, see, we can't do that. See, I'm a disciplinarian. How you stop somebody from doing something? Whoop their ass. See, why? They said a hard head make a sore ass. Meaning, I'm going to whoop that ass until you get it right. Sound like life. Reincarnation is just a difference. Whooping the ass is getting reincarnated. Same thing. Why? Unless you get it right, that's what's going to happen. And I'm the adult. I don't play with undisciplined children. I love children. Children love me. But I'm going to keep it disciplined. When I say no, when I say stop, that's what that means. The man's last one in the totem pole. We in the park, in the swings. You too little to be out there on the merry-go-round. I look up, he done darted out to that merry-go-round. He going around, he holding, he just, yang, snatched his ass up, pop, 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 pop. He didn't know what that, but he's only 2, okay? He's 7 now. You know, Pop don't play no mess. So when I tell him to do something, he's going to do it. Difference. I ain't got to fight with him at this point. I only have to check him. Why? They learning how to be. Simple. Moving on. That's discipline. I can tell that. I don't give a crap, my man. Man, sheesh. Now, I used to be, the babysitter. Why? Because I was the responsible one. I followed the rule. Oh, Mark, if we tell Mark to stay here, he going to stay here. We tell Mark don't do that, he ain't going to do that. That's just how, why? Hello? My mom and dad, if I said do something, you did it. My kids, if I say do something, you do it. Now what he doing his, that's on him. And he got it with it. He say do something, they do it. So that's how it's done. Moving on. I don't play favorites. If your kids is bad, that's on you. I ain't dealing with them. Why? Because I can't discipline them. So you didn't, that ain't my job. I ain't got to play with no damn kids. Moving on. But the ones who I play with, I love them. All right. I have 3 grandsons. And they all know one thing. Pop whoop your ass. Yeah. But they was little. Understand? From the oldest to the back, he looked at them and said, They look at JoJo. You gonna get it? Yeah, you got it already? Yeah. I don't do it when they get big. Well, it's too late then. You make your presence known early. And that's how you set the tone for discipline. Why? I told my son, if you don't follow my rules in my household, when you get older, they're going to lock you up. I'm just going to whip your butt. Moving on. Still same discipline, same form. They just ain't going to hear. They're going to put you in the cell and let that go. Parents, we created those untouchables. Those unteachables. We made them unteachable. Why? And yeah, you wonder why they're unteachable. That is that pot calling the kettle black. That's dumb as all get up. If your child, I only speak for me. I always speak for my son's well-mannered, well disciplined, well kept. Why? I put that there. I did that. I implemented that at home. Parents, that's your job. As a parent, just say I got this child, it's going to raise itself? No, you need to teach it. Okay, hold it accountable. Again, that's what my mom did. My dad taught me, mom held me accountable. But I taught my children, you do what I tell you to do. Period. No options. But no, there's no damn buts. Again, if a grown folk tell you don't do something, or you do what they say. That's how I was raised. So I kept that going. Now what they do is on them. But when children are disciplined, it's beautiful. Why? They know their place. They understand how far to go. They got the boundaries thing understood. So they are easy to deal with. When kid got no boundaries, no understanding of no, stop, don't do that. Oh, I ain't doing that. That's too much work. That ain't fun. All right? But if a child is disciplined at home where it starts, they won't embarrass you in public. How many parents should say, my child never did that? I was a kid. The worst thing you want to do is what? Embarrass your parent? Why? You can get your butt whooped right out there. If you do something dumb, you're going to pay for that. Go in the store, put your hands in your pocket. Back then, you break it, you pay for it. So, if your hands in your pocket, you can't break nothing. And the stuff I look back on now, when you're a kid, but yeah, it set the tone. That's why. And still to this day, I remember the childhood lessons, life lessons. Those are the best ones, all right? But most of us get the one where they have experience to find out for themselves, all right? But now, where we at? I see parents of undisciplined children act all surprised and, bewildered when the kid wild out. That would drive me crazy. I want to say, God damn it. So I had to keep checking myself. I just go buck wild. Why? That's why. And most of them be white. I don't even get involved. But when I see a black person, you know better than that. You know better than that, okay? And like I said, I did some stuff that if I told my mother, she'd be slapping my face. Why? Because you knew better. Again, our parents teach us to know better. All right? Now, if you discipline them early in life, like look, me and my sister just talking about the lesson. She said, remember back in the day, you slap on the leg? Yeah, why? Because they little. That's when you do it. When they little. You ain't abusing them. You just sort of tap, tap. And then know, okay, wait a minute, I may not do it. Yeah, that's what you do as a deterrent. Slap on the legs, okay, and let them know, don't do that. That's discipline, okay? We got animals, pets that we discipline. Come on now. Y'all treat them, I got cats, so I understand. You treat them like they're human. And they react pretty much like they are when y'all get that understanding. If they do something I like, when they was kittens, I made sure, don't jump on there, don't go there, so I would pop them. Every time they did something I didn't want, I would thump them or pop them. One time, they didn't do it no more. They smarter than us. I said, hell, my cats got more sense than half of y'all. Why? They learned from one time. Moving on. When I say, again, don't get disciplined, no, wait a minute. I was disciplined, and I disciplined mine, and my grandkids are also disciplined. So that's a family trait. We ain't bad kids, okay? Simple as that. And when I say we, I'm talking every one of you who do what? I don't discipline. I discipline mine. If you're the parent of an undisciplined child, you're the problem. You're the problem. Yeah. No, you're the problem. Your children are never the problem. The parents who don't want to take responsibility will point off and everybody said take responsibility. It's your job to get them disciplined. Moving on. That's why the prison system, right, is overrun with what? A bunch of undisciplined, fatherless young men who make excuses to do wrong things. And because they wasn't disciplined, now they wear bars. I tell you, if you can't follow the rules, in life they got a place for y'all. Prison. I went there too. Why? Undisciplined. Okay, moving on. But when you're a teacher, when you're trying to teach a young person about life, that's like pulling teeth. Why? They ain't trying to hear what you got to say. They already got their own ideas about what's going to be, how they're going to be, what, and don't have a clue. But if they was disciplined, they would listen and hear. One thing I can say about my grandkids when I talk, I know they listen. Moving on. And that's all you want. That's all you want. If you don't want me to discipline or teach your child, do both of us a favor, keep them away from me. I teach. That's what I do. Hopefully I can teach you. If that ain't working, I'll leave with you. I'll stay away from you too. How about that? I ain't got a problem with that. But if I can't help you, okay, I don't mind not being around you. Whenever I talk to anyone of my grandsons, they all ears. Why? They know Pop talking and they listen. I got something to say to them when I talk to them. It's for them. That's discipline. Okay? Get their attention and give them something that they can use. Now, I ain't said I don't do the preaching thing to them. No. I don't do none of that. I give them something quick, fast, and I'm out the way. Why? I know their attention spans like mosquito things. Not long. Moving on. Let me wrap it up again. I appreciate you tuning in. This is one of them. I hope somebody learning from this. Why? Because this is getting out of control. Every generation is getting worse. And y'all wonder why. God, it's like having a problem. If you don't solve it, it's going to get better by itself. Come on now. Last one. Okay, I taught mine. I can't speak for nobody else. To be what? Teachable. Meaning, listen to your elders. Respect other people. That's what makes them teachable. And if we all did that, I'm just saying, I can dream. I can only speak for myself. And my son was taught because I made him teachable. He put that into his. They're teachable. So that's how you take care of your problem that you can solve. I can't solve everybody's problem. I come here to try to help the best I could. But in my household, I took care of mine. Got mine still rolling. I'm enjoying it. We know the life's most valuable lessons come from what? Experience. But that lesson from being pre-warned, pre-disciplined, taught what to look for, what to be prepared for, that's life lessons. Got mine. If I remember the streets, and I did, so it served me. Moving on. When I was a kid, I wanted to what? Make my parents proud by doing what? The right thing. I knew that's what they set forth. So again, that was my only goal. I didn't look to be nothing other than keep my parents happy. I played sports. Okay, they followed me. I was doing that. So I was teachable. Well, always looking to learn. 67 years old. I'm still what? Teachable. But I'm still teaching also. Moving on. And that's why if you're teaching, you should be learning. When you're teachable, watch this, life lessons won't be so hard to learn. Why? Because you want to know. You want to learn, so that prepares you. You want to be armed with what? Anything that you need so you can deal with situations that you're going to be confronted with in life. Who knows better than what? Your parents, your elders. Life lessons. I ain't asking nobody for no biology, psychology. No, just life. Why? You can be a jack of all trades, but you better master one. Moving on. The thing I master is me. You can do the same thing. That's my point. Wrapping it up. Again, appreciate you tuning in. Self-mastery, again, segue, has to be learned by what? A master of life lessons to pass it on to you. And only way you can master oneself is to what? Live it, practice it, and then that will make you what? A master of oneself. That means you know thyself. That's the lesson. Hope you enjoyed it. But the unteachables are unteachable because we allow them to be. It ain't on them. It's on the parent. Moving on. So don't blame the kid. Take responsibility and teach them. Make them teachable so someone else can teach them. Okay? That's good. Hope you enjoyed it. Right thing is, may you all live to be 100. May 100 minus a day. So I never know that my parents who will make their children teachable would pass away. I'm out.